roof access.
Nice. Sweet. Paladin.
Report back to the police station. I'll be there soon. Just need to survey the area for technology. Report back to the police station. I'll be there soon. Just need to survey the area for technology.
Someone was expecting trouble. Or asking for it.
Dance. Glad to see you alive and well, sir.
Are we in luck?
Sir?
Mission accomplished. We have the transmitter.
Finally, some good news for a change. Nice work, sir.
I didn't do it alone. Halen, Reese, it's time to welcome our newest recruit to the Brotherhood. He shows a lot of promise, and with the proper guidance, I think he has the potential of becoming one of the best.
When do I get to head up to the Pridwin?
Paladin Dance will decide when you're allowed up there. Until then, I'm afraid you're stuck with us.
So you decided to stay, huh? I expected you to take your payment and run.
Let's just hug this out and get it over with. What do you say?
You can play it however you want, tough guy. It's gonna take a lot more than completing one mission to impress me.
Reese, that's enough. Like it or not, you're going to have to learn to work together. And you need to understand what it means to be a part of the Brotherhood. We're not soldiers of fortune. If you intend to stay within our ranks, you need to obey our tenets without question.
Don't worry. I've spent time in the military.
Perfect. Then there's no need to give you a long lecture. So I'll get right to the point. I only ask for two things from anyone under my... You fall in line, you stay in line. I give you an order, and you follow it. There's one last order of business I wanted to get out of the way. I'm going to recommend you to be awarded the rank of Knight. Now, nothing's official until you speak to Elder Maxson, but I wanted you to be the first to know.
Thank you.
Thanks aren't necessary. Just continue excelling at your duties, soldier.
Ad Victoriam, Knight.
He doesn't even know what that means, Halen.
Ad Victoriam means to victory. In our eyes, defeat is unacceptable, because we're fighting for the future of mankind. Our rallying cry is more power. Now, I've received orders that we're both to report to the Pridwin. However, if you want to run a few ops for Scribe Halen or Knight Reese first, I'll leave the choice up to you. Let me know when you're ready to mount up.
Dance?
Are you ready to head up to the ship?
Of course I am. I've never seen anything so impressive.
Takes your breath away, doesn't it? We call our ship the Pridwin. She's loaded with... If she's here, Elder Maxson's here. And that means we're going to war.
Shut up. After rolling that thing in...
No one brings that much firepower without plans to use it.
If history's proven anything, it's that. Besides, that being said, I've received orders that we're both to report to her immediately. Follow me up to the roof of the police station. We're going for a little ride.
hostile during the flight. I suggest you put it to good use. Make sure you properly identify your targets before you start shooting. We don't want to have any mishaps and fire on the locals. Commonwealth looks different from up here, doesn't it? It never ceases to amaze me how drastically your perception of the battlefield changes from the air. We're gonna need that edge when we take on the Institute. They've already proven that they're technologically superior, which means there's no telling what types of weapons they'll have in their arsenal. Hopefully, our air superiority and tactical know-how will make the difference. Now all we have to do is find them. And I'm betting that Elder Maxon will have a plan already in place by the time we arrive. I wish everyone down there believed in our cause. But they've been blinded by rumors and misinformation. They don't realize that the Brotherhood of Steel is the Commonwealth's last hope for survival. Every man, woman, and child below is in mortal danger. If we fail, it's only a matter of time before the enemy overwhelms the population. Cleansing the Commonwealth is our duty, and I will gladly spill my own blood if it ensures our victory. We're on final approach to the airport. The Prydwen should be coming into view just ahead. We'll be meeting Lancer Captain Kells on the flight deck. Just stick close to me and answer all of his questions. Far too long since I've been aboard. All right, soldier. This is the moment when everything changes. I hope you're ready.
Paladin Dance.
There's Lancer Captain Kells. Follow me. There's Lancer Captain Kells. Follow me. There's Lancer Captain Kells. Follow me. Permission to come aboard, sir?
Permission granted. Welcome back, Paladin. Allow me to be the first to congratulate you on a successful mission. And is this our new recruit?
Yes, sir. I feel promoted into initiate, and I'd like to sponsor his entry into our rankings personally.
Yes, we've read your reports. You'll be pleased to know that Elder Maxon's approved your request and placed the recruit in your charge.
Thank you, sir. And my current orders?
You are to remain on the Pridman and await further instructions.
Very good, sir. Ad Victoriam, Captain.
Ad Victoriam, Paladin. So, you're the one Paladin Dance has taken under his wing. You don't look much like a soldier to me.
I think I've already proven that you're wrong.
A Brotherhood soldier earns merit by respecting the ideals created by our Elder, not by simply killing the enemy and following orders. I've read Paladin Dance's reports. He seems to think you'll make a fine addition to the Brotherhood. You might expect an endorsement like that to grant you a great deal of latitude with us. But let me make one thing clear. The Brotherhood of Steel has traveled to the Common. As the captain of this... Understood?
Absolutely.
Good. That's all for now, soldier. Your orders are to proceed to the command deck for the address. After which, Elder Maxon wishes... If you have any questions, ask me now. Otherwise, you're dismissed.
I don't have any questions.
Then I suggest you head over to the command deck immediately. Dismissed, Initiate.
Don't get any ideas, synth.
From you folks, wouldn't know where to look.
Welcome aboard. Elder Max.
Status report.
Green across the board, sir. Nothing new.
Good. Carry on, Knight. So how did it look?
Excuse me, Paladin Dance?
You're supposed to be at Maxon's address. Get moving, Initiate. You're supposed to be at Maxon's address. Get moving, Initiate.
Brothers and sisters, the road behind has been long and fraught with difficulty. Each and every one of you has surpassed my expectations by rapidly facilitating our arrival in the Commonwealth. You have accomplished this amazing feat without a hint of purpose or direction, and most impressively, without question. Now that the ship is in position, it is time to reveal our purpose and our myth. Beneath the Commonwealth, there is a cancer, known as the Institute. A malignant growth that needs to be cut before it infects the surface. They are experimenting with dangerous technologies that could prove to be the world's undoing for the second time in recent history. The Institute scientists have created a weapon that transcends the destructive nature of the atom bomb. They call their creation the synth. A robotic abomination of technology that is free-thinking and masquerades as a human being. This notion that a machine could be granted free will is not only offensive, but horribly dangerous. And like the atom, if it isn't harnessed properly, it has the potential of rendering us extinct as a species. I am not prepared to allow the Institute to continue this line of experimentation. Therefore, the Institute and their synths are considered enemies of the Brotherhood of Steel, and should be dealt with swiftly and mercilessly. This campaign will be costly, and many lives will be lost. But in the end, we will be saving humankind from its worst enemy. Itself. Ad Victoriam! Ad Victoriam!
Ad Victoriam!
In my experience, hot shots and big mouths end up with a closed casket.
Elder.
I care about them, you know. The people of the Commonwealth.
I can see that. They're playing with fire and we need to save them.
Exactly. I just hope we're here in time. I refuse to allow the mistakes of the past to be repeated.
What do you want from me?
I want you to start taking responsibility. And from what I've read in Paladin Dance's reports, you've already begun that journey, seeing as he's one of my most respected field. Therefore, and befitting your title, we're granting you a suit of power armor to protect you on the field of battle. Wear it with pride.
I'll do my best to live up to it.
I'm certain that you will. In any event, once you're finished becoming familiar with the Pridwin and my staff, report to the flight deck for your new orders. Welcome aboard the Pridwin, soldier. Make us proud.
Reactor at 100% efficiency.
Engine turbines at 80. .7% efficiency.
Paladin Dance.
There you are. How did it go with Elder Maxon?
He's a very dedicated...
Of course he does. How could he afford not to? I just hope you appreciate how much of it... Not to put too fine a point on it, but if you screw up, we go down together.
I'm not comfortable being watched so closely.
Well, you better get used to it. If you want to remain a part of the Brotherhood of Steel, you're going to have to adjust to the military way of life. Now, I know you're eager to hop into a suit of power armor and take the fight to the Institute. But first things first. Since I've been officially...
You can come with me or wait until I'm done. It's up to you.
In that case, I prefer to tag along. If you change your mind, just let me know. If we want to win the people's hearts and minds, we have to... What do you want?
Your thoughts?
You watch my back, I'll watch yours.
Just wanted to check in.
I'll inform you when I'm ready to make that kind of determination.
That was all?
Not a problem.
There. Try it now.
Nothing. I'm supposed to
So,
report 10 minutes
you're the new recruit I heard about.
I can fix
Huh, not what I was expecting.
Take your way through a fire. Got it.
I don't care. I didn't join up to impress everyone.
Alright, easy night. I didn't mean anything by it. Our usual recruits tend to be wastelanders, and you don't look like one of them. Anyway, since you came down here to meet me, we may as well... My name's Ingram, and if your power armor's too...
Sounds like you have a pretty full plate.
Plate. There isn't a day that goes... And since I'm...
Blah, blah, blah. I understand.
Good. Anyway, I'm sure you're here to get your hand... There's a pretty decent T-60 suit sitting in Bay 3... Oh, and if you need any work done on... Now, if you'll excuse me,
Congratulations on the promotion, Knight.
Excuse me, Proctor Teagan.
Step forward, Knight. Even though they've locked me in this blasted cage, I promise that I won't bite.
Looks uncomfortable in there.
It's not that bad. Now, this is the stowage depot, and I, as you probably already guessed, am the ship's quartermaster, Proctor Tegan. The powers that be have me locked in here. If you need to stock up on supplies before you head out...
Wait, buy them?
Since someone dropped a whole bunch of bombs and blew up every single factory that keeping the Brotherhood supplied takes caps. And everyone... The good news is by having a constant flow of caps, I'm mostly interested in weapons. But I'll take anything, of course, if you're just looking.
I could use some extra caps.
You need them. And I just involve. And since after you're done, in the meantime, have you ever...
Quinlan?
Ah, good. You're finally here. Just set the books down anywhere. I'll get to them as soon as I can.
What are you doing with all these books?
I suppose I could stop working for a moment.
Makes sense to get rid of the trash.
Well, I'm pleased you agree. There are others, since it's obvious.
Enough. Maxon wanted me to meet the crew, so you were next.
Ah, yes. Under normals. However, unfortunately, I'm like...
What type of technical...
The Brotherhood is medical record.
What exactly is...
Simply put, saves us from...
Maybe I can lend you a hand.
That would be splendid. As you patrol the Commonwealth, keep your eyes open for blueprints, memos, manuals, books. I'm authorized to pay you for each bundle of documents that you... And if you wish to be assigned to a research...
Whatever.
In any event, it was a pleasure to meet you, Knight.
Glad you finally stopped by, soldier. Are you ready for your medical exam?
What kind of medical?
There's nothing to be alarmed about. I just have a few simple... It's my responsibility to... I'm going to ask you a series of medical... First question. As a child, were you ever exposed to...
There wasn't that much radiation around before the bombs fell.
Before the bombs? What? Let me check my notes. You were a vault dweller? You're probably healthier than anyone else aboard. Anyway, sorry I missed that in your records. Just going down... on the list of questions. Okay, second, have you ever had or come in...
Have you had problems?
Well, it's not unusual for our... We don't want a single crewman infecting... Anyway, this
Never been seriously sick in my...
Good, good. Third question. And please, answer honestly. Have you ever had sexual relations with any species?
That happens often enough for you to have a question about it?
You'd be surprised how many wastelanders answer yes. Fortunately, the Brotherhood finds that type of behavior absolute, since you haven't spent too much time in the wasteland.
Whatever.
Last question. Would you have any problems pulling the trigger on an enemy of the Brotherhood, whether they're human, formerly human, or machine?
That's more of a morals question, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. I feel that the mental state of the crew is just as important. Anyone that hesitates... So what about you?
Nope. No problem whatsoever.
Excellent. You'll fit in quite well around here. Excellent. I think I've got all the info. I see no reason to prevent you from beginning your... If you ever need medical assistance.
Ugh.
busy to speak right now.
Elder Maxon, I have a set of plans to build a signal interceptor to get me inside the Institute.
An intriguing proposal that I'll have to seriously consider. However, before I allow any of my soldiers to reach the Institute, careful preparations need to be made. In the meantime, I need you to follow my orders and remain patient.
I understand, Elder.
I know you're disappointed, but I need you to view this from my perspective. I'm not willing to risk the lives of my soldiers based solely. Give us time to validate the information you've discovered. Then when the time is right, I promise you, I'll do everything in my power to construct that device. You're dismissed, Knight.
Sir.
Now that you've familiarized yourself with the Pridwin's crew.
Yes, Elder.
Good. Let's get right to it, then. Take a look over there. That's Fort Strong. And it's infested with super mutants. Having those aberrations of nature close enough to smell is making me sick to my stomach. To make matters worse, they're sitting on top of a massive stockpile. I want you to head over there, wipe out everything that moves, and secure them. Understood?
Consider it done.
Look, I realize you're eager to take the fight to the Institute, but it'll have to wait. The Brotherhood cannot allow those abominations to have a nuclear arc.
It'll be a pleasure to exterminate that mutant filth.
Now, we have a vertibird on standby, fully armed and ready to depart. Use it to carry our message to Fort Strong, and wipe those dirty... Dismissed.
Joining our cause was the wisest decision of your life, brother.
Now that you've had a chance to roam the Pridwin, what do you think? Get back here on the double.
Kells.
Now that you've had a chance to roam the Pridwin, what do you think, Knight?
She's very impressive.
Yes, quite a feat of engineering. It took the Brotherhood.
Time well spent.
With the Pridwin and her presence in the Common.
They don't stand a chance.
Amen. In any event, I think you'll find you're dismissed.
Adjusting internal bayonet pressure. Green lights across the board.
System deltas at 100%. Secondary deltas standing by.
How many battles we win, there's always another fight ahead of us.
You haven't lived until it's you got a new assignment.
Yeah.
Babysitting schools crowd. Having the Pridwin moored above the airport. Man, brother.
You're kidding.
Elder Maxon.
Get on that gunship, soldier. I want Fort Strong cleared and that stockpile secured.
Internal monitoring active. Looks
questionable things to stay alive.
Iron Maiden's out to an early lead, but Piece of Junk's right behind. Atomic Dreams is still hanging in there. This race is really heating up. It's another great day out here at the track. Hey, pipe down out there. We got a race on. Damn it! What is it now? Come on, you're holding up the race. Take him down, boys.
Anything useful?
Who the fuck is that? Just kill him already. Damn it! Screw this!
kidnap my husband?
I don't have time for this.
Please, you've got to help. I don't know what else to do. They said they'd be back for the ransom in a few days.
I can't pay that.
Oh, I was afraid you were gonna say that. Well, maybe the raiders will give me more time to...
Feels like you can take on the world in there, doesn't it? do you want me? Yeah?
Your thoughts?
Give me a laser rifle and my power armor, and I'll take on the world.
That's all for now.
Very well. Watch your step. There's quite a bit of debris here.
What? Who's there? So boring. Ah! What's that? Searching through it could prove beneficial.
Go check that out.
That's not possible.
Got it.
I've heard of breaching it before. This is a lot quieter. This area has obviously been abandoned for quite some time.
Lock's really strong. Heads up.
Awaiting your command.
Won't be able to pick this. Watch your step. There's quite a bit of debris here. Whatever this thing was, it's been totally torn to pieces. Paladin dance.
Look at this place. You must hate these mutants as much as I do.
Absolutely. Wiping them out was a pleasure.
I wish all of mankind shared your... These monstrosities are just another... I've been fighting for...
Whatever.
I've seen what these super... It would be Armageddon repeated. And maybe the end of everything that we hold dear.
How could synths bring about our destruction?
If the synths reach the point where they they certainly possess the capability. And with Institute, it's a nightmare scenario. Anyway, that's enough of that. What's important here is that you got the job. You should head back up to the Prydwen and talk to Maxon. I'm sure he'll want to debrief you as soon as possible. Dismissed.
Excuse me, Paladin Dance?
Ready to continue our mission, soldier?
That depends. How are you feeling?
My power armor systems are within normal. You just give the word.
Ready.
Roger that.
But don't worry, we'll keep her aloft.
Oh man, I'm late for...
Excuse me, Elder Maxon.
Outstanding work at Fort Strong, soldier.
What happens at Fort Strong now?
Paladin Dance is supervising the transfer of the Fat Man warheads to the Prydwen. They'll provide quite an edge to our arsenal. I've also ordered a detachment to occupy the location. All in all, you handed us quite a value.
Shut up. Too bad it wasn't the Institute.
Not to worry, Knight. You'll be dealing with them sooner than you think. In order to bring the Institute to its knees, we need to use it. I try to supply my soldiers with the best. Signal grenades can call a vertibird to your location when you need aerial transport. Simply throw one to the ground, and the vertibird will hone in on the unique Once you're aboard, use the map on your Pip-Boy to interface with the pilot's nav.
Blah, blah, blah. The best weapon for survival out here is...
Signal grenades are usually reserved for our paladins. In your case. Now, I'm sure you're aware that Fort Strong was simply the first step towards the liberation of the Commonwealth. An even greater task lies ahead. By now, I'm sure you've deduced that our arrival in the Commonwealth wasn't coincidental. We're here because of a unique energy reading recorded by Paladin Dance's recon team. According to our scribes, the reading indicated a level of tech. The moment this information came to light, our mission became clear. The Institute, and everyone responsible for the creation of the synths, must be eliminated at all costs. To accomplish this goal, we need to locate the Institute's headquarters. I've had our scribes meticulously searching the Commonwealth, but they've come. The only logical explanation, that's where we need your help.
Can you take a look at these schematics? A scientist named Virgil said they could get me inside the Institute.
I believe you'd be better served showing these plans to Proctor Ingram. That being said, I'm pleased that you've chosen to build the device with the Brotherhood. Now, indulge me for a moment by satisfying my curiosity. Tell me why you're so eager to get into the Institute.
I think they're the ones who kidnapped my son.
The Institute preys on the weak to further their own ends. Together, we'll make them pay for their crimes. I'll call ahead and brief Proctor Ingram. Report to the airport, and get to work on your project right away.
Pinging remote units at 36.
Responsibility, but we'll get the job done.
Don't despair, brother.
Elder
We're
Maxon
here to
said
save
you'd
the
help me build the
Commonwealth.
signal interceptor.
So, looks like you're calling the shots around here now, huh? All right, I'll bite. What does your new miracle device do?
The Institute uses
Teleportation? Molecular transmission via encrypted RF wave? This explains why we've been picking up anomalous energy. Not to mention how they get their tin soldiers to come out of the damn... And this little beauty allows you to literally...
That all sounds impressive, but can you build it?
If I can keep that flying pile of junk in the air, I can work. It's difficult to make out all the details here, but I'm thinking you can get started by building a stabilized reflector platform. It's gonna take a cargo hold full of high-grade metal, but...
Can you give me a list of what I'll need to build this?
Of course. Here's a list of everything you need to find. You're also going to need a massive power source to get the signal interceptor running.
Proctor Ingram.
Oh, my list of maintenance fixes keeps getting longer and longer. Just fixed a few power armor mods and gave them to Tegan. You might want to check them out. Oh, this frame is driving me crazy. Got like 3 itches I can't even scratch.
Excuse me, Proctor Ingram.
Treat your power armor well, and it can get you through anything.
It's a shame these people have to live in fear. Sheltering in this old stadium when all those perfectly good buildings are still standing outside.